and invest in the future, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys do not miss out for any future updates. Let's go ahead and share the stream. Yes, we still have the $500 giveaway. Some of those were sent out today. We're gonna keep sending them out, man. I checked in and it's all good to keep going. So we're gonna keep pushing this. We got some new tickers up above that we're gonna be checking out as well. But definitely share the stream, guys. The more people we get pulling up, the more likely we're gonna keep having these giveaways going on. So go ahead and keep checking your UID or check your BYD Fi accounts because some of those did get sent out today, and we're gonna keep sending them out, man. So yeah, we're gonna keep running it back to back every week, so long as we can. I'm gonna keep giving it away for you guys. So definitely keep pulling up. We got coin market cap. We got the overall crypto market cap at 3.3 trillion. Kind of a little dip in the market, a little pullback or whatnot. You guys feel the sentiment like everybody's kind of on the fence. They're not too sure what to do, what's going on, and we're just kind of waiting for that next leg, the next breakout. So we'll go over Bitcoin. We'll go over the prices of a lot of our favorite projects. If you guys are interested in getting your project shown up here, let me know. Let's close this one out. Let's get a nice brand new tab open for X as well. Let's make sure we're live as everybody's pulling up. Got ourselves a nice afternoon stream for the EST time. Yes, we're live, fam. We are live. Let's see. Okay, yes, we're live. We got quite a few broadcasters. We got, man, the spaces are lit. Everybody's talking about cryptocurrency. Whoa, wait a minute. What's this right here? This is bullish. You got Zach right here. Get your, Crypto Breakfast Club merch right here with the link, which is looking very good actually. That's how the link should look, when you're posting things on X. So very cool to see that. We got some nice posts to talk about. Let's get the whole squad in here. I'm gonna let the stream fill up a little bit, and you know what? We might play a jam since it's starting off a little slower today. Let's play a little jam. Let's share the stream. Let's get the numbers up, and when we get some more people in here, we'll actually start it. So we don't got to run it back, but you know what? I got a track for you guys. Yeah. Let's get some more people in here. Let's fill it up, man. Let's start your Monday off the right way. Let's go. Delatoshi, welcome in. Troll King, welcome in. Let's have some fun, man. I know how everybody feels in the market. The market does this time and time again when there's a little dip. We got to turn up on the market. You got to do the opposite of the market. Get the Feg Army up in here as well, man. Get the gorillas to rally. Let's push the line, fam. That's what it really comes down to. We got to keep pushing. Hold the line as strong as we can. Let's fill this up. What's up, fam? Let's get the numbers up, man. Let's get the numbers up, fam. We're gonna break this down together. We got 20 people. Let's get some more up in here. Yeah, the track is fire, bro. Honestly, it low key turns up. It really does. The last of that Coca-Cola, Aladdin. Yeah, we got some pre-sales for you guys as well. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and pause it right there. Appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Much love and respect to everybody pulling up, taking time out of the day for these live streams, to make sure that we keep everything refined. That's what we're doing together, honestly, fam. We make sure that the markets can't shake us and bake us out of this thing because it's very important to stay locked in. And I know everybody that's pulling up to the stream, everybody who does have that bell notification bell lit, we're locked into the space. I mean, I sleep well on my back because I know where I'm invested into. And I know that we're still very early on this market, and that's why it's important to share this live stream, important to get people in here, because there might be people cheating on a bag they shouldn't cheat on. Maybe they're cheating on their, useless coin that pumped up. Maybe they're cheating on their Zeus, or maybe they're cheating on their Jerry the Turtle. Maybe they're cheating their XPX or their Feg token. Who knows? The paper hands come to life when Bitcoin does a little play on everybody, right? But Nonetheless, if we go to the daily chart, we come and check out BTC really quick, which is what really moves the whole market, fam. And this is what's really going on. We're still in a buy signal. You know, we're this is just, and Delatoshi, shout out to Blunt, right? We love using this terminology. This is just a red candle in an uptrend on the daily chart. You know, we're still doing our thing right here, and sometimes a lot of people get shooken out just because of a red candle or something like that, and they start pressing buttons. But nonetheless, on the daily chart, we're still looking pretty bullish on BTC. You know, you go to sleep and wake up, it's over 108,000. It does come down to, you know, 107,000 and a half sometimes. But overall, I mean, Bitcoin over 100K every day is extremely bullish, if you guys ask me. Is like, it holds really strong. So on the 4 hour chart, this is where we're experiencing a little bit of this pullback right here. And I want you guys to understand, hey, this might, you know, we might see a little bit more of the pulling back, just a little bit, because when we look at the 4 hour chart, we see that sell signal. We also see the gap that I'm always telling you guys about. Hey, what's up, Profit Bear? Appreciate you guys, man. Uh, yes, man. What's up, Jerry fan, man? Get the whole Jerry community in here, man. For sure. You know what happened? Freaking TG rugged me, fam. I didn't mean to dip on you guys like that out of the Jerry VC, and no, I literally got rugged, and then my breakfast showed up. I was like, you know what? You know, I don't think they're gonna be too mad at me. That right when I got rugged, there's probably like the crypto god saying get some good protein in, some good breakfast, and then get to work, Rico. So yes, it was really cool pulling up to you guys. You guys are gonna see me in there again. Get the whole community in there. Let's let everybody know what's really going on. You know, with great projects like Jerry the Turtle, great communities hosting VCs, the Raiders, the people pulling up. You know, everybody's grinding together. It's amazing, right? We got Profit Bear member for 2 months level. Man, I appreciate that, man. We are stronger together. Yes, you see that, right? God bless Rico and the XPX fam. Thank you, man. Much blessings to you as well. Love from the Jesus fam, man. Have the Jesus community pull up. We got Kendu. You know what's funny, Kendu Milky? Yesterday I was rocking Kendu merch because I don't know how I got chilly again somehow. I don't know. And I put the Kendu hoodie on, and I actually took a long nap because my whole sleep schedule was messed up, and I was nice and comfy. I woke up with my hands in the sleeves of the front pouch with the hoodie on. I was like, oh my god, I accidentally fell asleep and stuff. That's how you know when you're full crypto mode, when you're going to sleep with crypto merch on with a hood on and your hands just, and you just wake up and hit the ground running again. Love seeing everybody pull up. Get the Kendu fam up in here. I really rock with you guys. You guys know that, man. This relationship is never gonna fade. I mean, still holding some Kendu. Got some people that are rocking hard with Kendu. That's even inside of XPX, and you know we really rock with you guys, man. I think you guys bring something to the space that is you can't compare Kendu to anything else, right? You can't compare that unhinged community to anybody else. So make sure you guys get these communities in here. The bigger we grow these streams, the more people are going to check out, you know, your Kendu and check out your Jesus coin. And that's what I'm here to do. You guys got to meet me halfway, you know, get the people in here, share these streams so I can do my part. I can do my song and dance for the space, which I love to do every single day for you guys. But we got Bitcoin right now. And what we're going to talk about is this filling the gap, right? So I don't want you guys to get discouraged if we see a little bit more pullback into space, or you start, you know, paper handing your favorite projects, and then you see BTC goes right back up, because you know when BTC pulls back, it tends to put a little bit of fear into the market. And when you're looking at the 4 hour chart, you know, we're always going to be transparent. I'm using the Blunt House technical analysis indicator. You guys contact him, let him know Rico Moneybag sent you over there. And not only is he probably going to drop some wisdom on you, but he has this very awesome indicator. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. This indicator, with a couple other ones put together, can really give you an idea where you don't need to hear the news to say panic sell everything. You don't need to hear people say this. What you're going to do is go to your BYDFi account and you're going to print on a short instead, so that you can put more money into your favorite project. Now, none of this is financial advice, but I'm letting you guys know that you can do this every single day. There's no geniuses up here, at least as I know it. But you know what? We stay locked in. So right here, 4 hour chart, sell signal, breaking the 50 moving average, and we have this gap right here, right? And you see this 4 hour, or this point of control. This is where you start to look like, okay, we had a nice little run. We rode above the 50 moving average. We had some great trades, a nice little uptrend, but we can't be mad if, you know, it has to breathe a little bit, right? You got to breathe out to take a breath in. And, you know, Bitcoin could be breathing out on this 4 hour chart. You know, if it continues, we do see a long wick on the bottom. So is this, it's, you know, the buyers are pushing that up. They don't want that to go underneath the 50 moving average. And as you can see, the 50 moving average is still green. It could have dips like this where it sneaks underneath and goes right back up. But right now, what I'm looking at is like it has a huge incentive to fill this gap where BTC could be coming down to 104,000 or even a little bit lower if we play the game of first mouse gets the squeeze, second one gets the cheese type of thing, right? And then that lower value range is at $102,000 Bitcoin. These are just short-term volatility, short-term movement in an overall market that is becoming the future of the way that finance works. So this is going to be very natural for, people who want to get in and find great positions on, either great projects or positions on Bitcoin, right? So going down to the hour chart, we're clear underneath the 50 moving average. We'll let the volume profile kick in because that tells us a lot of where it's going. We got a nice bounce off that lower value range. We see that we bounced from this thing before. So we'll see right at the point of control. I'm not making these rules up. You guys can see this. Look at this point of control, this red line right here where buyers and sellers are just shaking hands back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. And we're right there again. Same area. Boom, boom, boom. So it could come down here again. It could even come even lower. I've seen it do this as well. But we're holding within this range on BTC on the 1 hour chart is that lower range of 107, which we've seen a little bit earlier today. And then that upper value range where it's crashed a few times as well up here at 109,000 and a half, almost wanting to go into that range of going into, is it going to break all-time high? I almost thought it was going to happen late last night, or should I say early this morning when my sleep schedule was all up and, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, that's life. That's what Frank Sinatra said. So I'm gonna put it on old Blue Eyes that's life, right? So lower value range right here, 107,000, and up above is gonna be that 109,000 for BTC. Obviously, if we have a break above that 109,000 and break past that all-time high, we could start to see Bitcoin, start a buzz of maybe 115 to 120, and that's that moment that we're actually waiting for. I know that a lot of projects are moving up, they come back down, there's consolidation. 1 minute the TG's hot, 1 minute the TG's not. The thing is that we're fighting really in this sideways action around the same range with BTC, and we're waiting for that next euphoric moment, that next moment where BTC puts another milestone down and the markets almost can't contain themselves. So right now it's all about holding floors, getting new investors, spreading the word organically and waiting for that next push of, what's going to happen with BTC breaking to that 115, 120. What I will say is the Caesar's Palace, August 6th. Obviously, we're going to be there, XPX, which is really cool. But you guys can go to the Bitcoin conference, and they already got the Bitcoin conference booked in April next year here in Vegas. So we're living in a new era where we got mass adoption happening right before our eyes. We're most likely going to have the Bitcoin conference here in Las Vegas from here on out, right? They're most likely going to milk the way that Vegas is designed, the way that it brings people in, and it's a party and it's a great time to talk about cryptocurrency. So in these short-term volatilities, just look around, right? Sometimes we're in the eye of the storm and it gets kind of calm, maybe a little bit boring, but when you look around, there's so many positive things going on in the space that you should be extremely excited for. So, even if we take a little dip right here, you can print a little bit as well, right? You can see the shorts because once Bitcoin starts to do this, all the other ones start to resemble exactly what Bitcoin's doing, right? Here we got a little bit more noise going on because we're printing off of this short right here. And this is what I'm telling you guys. It's very doable. I like to trade this 15-minute candle. It is extremely doable. I know. Let me take some of this noise off because this is when, you've already been adding some of them. I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. But again, these moving averages help you a lot. And then with an indicator like this, it just gives you that pull that trigger thing. And also what it allows you to do is not get out of a trade too fast and where you can actually get some high percentages. I missed you. Oh my God, I miss you too. Man, now you got me blushing over here. Aiden Smith, what? Aiden Smith misses me? What? Let's go. Man, right here. But check this out, how you can hold this trade. And I was gap and go trading, jumping in and out and all this, but this was the one that actually did it. I knew that, it was crashing up here, this upper valley range. Boom, boom. This is the 15-minute candle on Solana, okay? And I was seeing Bitcoin do the same thing. So I'm like, I know that there's a sexy short coming up. There's going to be a short it's going to be a runner. I know it's going to be a runner because you got this range trading going on, this pop, pop, pop. And eventually you have where it either smacks to the upside or smacks to the downside. But you can feel the sentiment. You start to get an idea of things, and Bitcoin's kind of that lens. When you come to this 15-minute candle, you match them up together. It gives you that idea of what's actually going to happen, right? So Bitcoin going into this 15-minute sell, Bitcoin never gave a buy signal. It broke past the 50, and when you add the other ones, the 200 moving average broke past the 200 moving average. That was a clear indicator that I had myself a runner over here when Solana was doing the same thing on this 15-minute candle. If you guys are interested for the $500 giveaway, if you guys are curious to know how I'm doing these trades, the links are in the description. I'm going to post them right here. I'm doing all of this on BYDFi. It is very easy to use. I've been posting some of the gains. Everybody, if you joined and you got kicked out, you got to rejoin. You got to make sure that you verify. When you join this Telegram, I'm going to post this right here. Register to your... Why did I just do that? Undo. Register your BYDFi account first, so you have your UID number ready, and then join this TG. So like that, when you join the TG, you can hit /verify. This is how people are winning money right now. So if you're interested in the $500 giveaway, or you're interested in printing a little bit with me, it is very doable. We're not making it hard. We're using some simple indicators, a very powerful one, which, I mean, Blunt, I appreciate you, brother. It's been on point, bro. I wouldn't be up here talking about it like this if it hasn't been doing me justice, so I really appreciate it. This is the link that I want you guys to join by. And then, we're going to be doing all the trades here on BYDFi. You guys can even go full degen mode on BYDFi. You guys know that? You guys can go degen mode. You guys can go straight to deck screener on this thing. You guys can go straight to new listings. You guys can get wrecked. You guys can get rich. That's all right here, right? That's up to you. It's not financial advice, but it's all happening right here on BYDFi. And this goes to show that meme coins are here to stay. They wouldn't have these integrations. Exchanges didn't have things like this before. It goes to show you that more and more people are coming into the space. You got to take the good with the bad. I know how sometimes people feel about Pump Fund, but if big exchanges are adding this, and there's something here, fam. There's something here. And sometimes it doesn't always have to make sense to you. I know I got my ETH maxis in here. I got my Bitcoin maxis in here. I got my Binance Smart Chain maxis in here, right? I'm rocking with all of you guys, the base maxis. I feel you guys. But this tells you guys a lot. Although maybe you guys are just holding some of the blue chips, this shows you a lot of adoption. If not for meme coins, if not for this level of, adoption and hype, I think that Bitcoin and the rest of the market would be a little bit behind, right? It's kind of those moments when everybody's asking you, what is Doji coin? What is Dodgy coin? How can I download a Phantom wallet to buy the Trump coin? Things like that is what really brings in that hard level of adoption. And that's why we're here, right? So we're reading in between the lines. Whether you like Pump Fund or not, you really have to understand that there's a new era of cryptocurrency happening right before your eyes. And an exchange like BYDFi is giving you all those tools that you guys can use, whether you're trading on a CEX or you want to have that Pump Fund feel. You can do that all from a SEX, which is crazy, fam. Which is crazy to think about when you really think about how far crypto has come. So very easy to use, up to $8,100 in rewards. You guys just join the TG. Like I said, register. Not only register right away with the UID number, but join the Telegram. There's free game in there, okay? There's buy signals, there's sell signals, there's trading bots in there. There's so much information. There's like 5 different channels in this one channel, and it's free. And it's going to keep being free. You guys can keep joining this thing back to back. Keep helping me grow this thing as well. Share it to other people. And we're going to keep doing these giveaways, and we're going to keep filling your guys' account until we milk them dry. I love you guys. BYDFi is like, hey, what's going on with that? You're going to milk it? No, it's for the people, man. We're having some fun, right? That's what we're supposed to do. So come over here, have some fun with me, fam, and do some of these trades, which I'm showing you right now. Like I caught yesterday, late, and got to ride this nice little short and waking up to some serious gains. You guys have seen it on my X account, whether it's 100 and something percent, whether it's 70%, using 50x leverage. You guys can use a lot of different sizes of leverage. I wouldn't start with 50. I want you guys to start low. Start with the demo account on BYDFi, get a feel for it, practice a strategy for a whole month. As a matter of fact, I dare you to practice a strategy for a whole month on a demo account and be strict as all strict can be on yourself for that whole month. I would love to hear your results and to hear how ready you're going to be, or how ready you are to either learn a new strategy, or how ready you are to actually add some funds to your account and take things to the next level, and either make this a part-time gig for yourself to take care of some extra bills, or make this a full-time, printing machine. Brr, turn it on. Let's go. So right here we got Solana on the 15-minute candle printing a buy signal still underneath the 50 moving average. And I want you guys to hear this phrase a lot because it actually works quite a bit. The first mouse gets the squeeze, the second one gets the cheese. That little phrase is so powerful. So there's usually a retest when they break underneath this 50 moving average. You'll have something like this, and we'll go like that, and then even come lower and fill a gap down here that we don't see, to actually then turn around, breaking through this 50 moving average, breaking through this trend that we see right here, right? And something like that, that's for the most part, it's what it ends up looking like, right? And that's why I want you guys to keep an eye on Solana, keep an eye on BTC, and it's really cool the edge that it starts to give you, okay? Once you start getting that competitive edge, you start using that on an exchange, you start printing, and you actually start putting it into your favorite projects, right? So right now we got let's start off a little bit higher. Solana still underneath this 50 moving average, right? And this is the price range that I want you guys to pay attention to when it comes to Solana. It is going to have that moment where it does break up here to this upper value range. It's just a matter of when, right? Now we could have another moment where it gets rejected on the 50 moving average and comes lower back down to some 112 prices. And that's contingent on if Bitcoin loses some traction, right? If Bitcoin starts to pull back and gets a little bit boring in the space, you're going to see the rest of the market have a knee-jerk reaction. They're going to act like they're doing the right thing because they're doing what everybody else is doing, when in reality, when the markets are fearful is when you're supposed to be greedy, right? So this is when you're supposed to be looking for a nice position, waiting for that nice play to come in to take advantage of that uptrend that's right around the corner. If that uptrend does start, we're looking at Solana being at $218, or the lower value range, like I said, $112 if it's some of that, price getting rejected, coming a lot lower. But even on the daily chart, we got a buy signal. We got to get above that 50 moving average. We come to the 4-hour chart. We're flirting with this 50 moving average, up and down, up and down. You guys know what I mean. Coming right back up to this upper value range of 157. That's on the table, but BTC is looking like a little pullback, right? We got that 4-hour candle showing us that is ready to pull back. You come over here to BTC, go to that 4-hour candle, and it starts to give you a glimpse of what's going to happen to a lot of other plays, what's going on, right? So you got the 4-hour candle printing a sell signal, trying to break through the 50 moving average. You come over here to Solana. I'm showing you guys what I'm looking at, right? That most likely in 20 minutes, we could see Solana printing a red sell signal right here, catching up a little bit slower than BTC, right? And we're going to be live during the duration of these next, 20 something minutes. So we'll see if this next 4-hour candle prints a sell signal, which will tell you, hey, maybe it's going to fill this gap right here, right? Maybe we could see Solana coming down to 145. Maybe just like I'm looking like a nice short right here on BTC, I'm actually going to take it on Solana because, hey, I got almost like this little window of looking a little bit of where the market wants to move, because things usually follow Bitcoin, right? And then, hey, possibly the first stop 145, 147, or the lower value range of 141. That could be some targets for some people to look at for Solana in the short term on the 4-hour chart, or going up to 157. But looking at BTC, I would, I know the markets get really pumping and it's like you almost get tunnel vision and you're only looking for longs, and that's trouble. You don't want to do that, right? If you can knock it out the park with a long, you can knock it out the park with a short. I guarantee that, right? So you guys, all you have to do is wait for, not financial advice after I guarantee that, before somebody's like, he said I guarantee, but you know what? You can do this. Honestly, anybody can do this. You guys can do this every day if you guys choose to do this. When we see this red candle print a sell signal, you're going to use some of these other ones to be like, hey, look at this, right? Look at this. We got some incentive to come down here to the lower value ranges on Solana. And these are the trades that I like to take. So looking at Solana right here and looking at this 15-minute candle, and you see it and there goes that buy signal. It's kind of gone now on Solana. You see, before I had that buy signal, and that's what I'm telling you. I have a feeling, right, that it's going to be one of those First mouse gets the squeeze, second one gets the cheese type of thing. Or BTC pumps, market gets hot, and then we see a nice little pump on Solana come out of nowhere. But I would be cautious considering seeing BTC doing this 4-hour dance right here. I would like to see the next candle on BTC. What is it going to do as far as breaking past the 50 moving average? Because that could affect the rest of the market and could give you a lot of opportunity. What's up with that menu? We'll check it out, man. We'll check it out. We'll definitely. I haven't checked on it, bro. I didn't check on it today. We're gonna go through the list as well, but we'll definitely check it out. Get everybody in here. AD, you're a wild one. Yeah. And there's an American Party coin that went to 40 mil, and you didn't tell me about it. You're over here, and I've been seeing you in action. You're Mr. Eggplants and Peach, and that's gonna be our inside joke. He's gonna be like, "What? What do you mean? What? What is that? What, Rico?" AD is a wild one, guys. I see him all over the space. I see him all over. AD is literally all over all things crypto. So big shout out to AD. Big shout out to the OG Brett community, the Jerry community, all of you guys. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be what it is. So keep pulling up, fam. Here we go. There goes that red candle on, Solana. Remember, we had that green buy signal, but it wasn't closed. It wasn't finished. Sometimes they turn off, and it's a perfect way to give you guys a true example of what's going on right here. And where a phrase like, first mouse gets to squeeze, second one gets to cheese, can let you stay in the game and not psych yourself out because you saw a couple green candles trying to get you out your trade, when essentially this short could still be a very powerful short. And we'll keep an eye on it, all right? So let's go to ETH next. ETH was having some good motion. Let's see what's going on over here. And then we're going to go to our favorite plays. Here you guys go. ETH on the 15-minute. Ooh, man. Isn't that nice? Don't you wish you had that indicator? Tell Blunt to hook you guys up, man. Tell Blunt House to hook you up with that indicator, because I mean it works. There's some noisy sections or whatever, but eventually you look at this thing so much, you'll have it dialed in. I swear to you, you'll have it dialed in. Let's start at the daily chart right here. Ooh, break over the 50 moving average, headed towards the upper valley range. If BTC can continue, we did see ETH go up to 2,600, essentially, depending on what DEX or SEX you guys were looking at it at. Essentially, ETH is looking still and holding pretty strong above now the 50 moving average, right? Exactly the point of control. You guys see the point of control. Look at all these buys and sells over here in this section. Look at again with the point of control. So this volume profile indicator is huge for anybody that's trading. Because otherwise you'd be guessing of what's going on, right? This lets you just have a clear view of what's actually going on right here, right? So right here, we could hold on to this, go a little bit higher to $2,800 ETH. That'd be nice, right? That'd get AD all happy. Or if BTC pulls back, we see an opportunity of possibly a sell signal being printed right here, the break of the 50 moving average back to the downside, and most likely it trying to fill a gap to around 2,100. And if you look, you see right here, price has come back over here before, and price tends to do that, right? Where it'll find a previous low, a previous high, and kind of check that area out. If it could hold that area right here, that's good because it can turn back around. If it loses that one, we see another volume gap right here, which tells you that, hey, it can come down to 1,800. Which was exactly where we broke out of before, where this whole uptrend started. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're checking out on ETH right now. Potential $2,800 ETH or a lower ETH at about, this 2,100 or even a little bit lower, back to that range where we are at $1,800 Ethereum. Now, I don't like to trade ETH. I have a lot more fun trading Solana and matching it up with BTC and using my indicators. It really doesn't matter which way the price is going. As long as I can get in where I fit in, I'm going to take advantage of that. So that's what we got going on with ETH right now. I would be careful with this one because you're, right in the middle of the road, I like to say, and you got to be careful when you're crossing the street in the middle of the road. I like to come from either a lower valley range, or upper valley range, and reverse it from that side. If I'm coming from the lower valley range, obviously I'm looking for a nice long to pull me to the point of control like a magnet up here and possibly even take me to the upper valley range. If I'm already in this range right now, I got my sights on a potential short coming out right now, okay? So that's just the way that I'm looking at it. Rico loves the shorts, man. Lately, with the indicator and what's been going on lately, I mean, they're easy to take care of. You know, people panic a lot more than it's a lot. People panic a lot easier than people go into FOMO mode. So that's why you see the market where it has like these quick little rips down, and then we'll have like a V-shaped recovery because, you know, the market will start to have like the conviction start to come back little by little. But I mean, overnight, everybody could panic, right? It's like everybody could be spooked overnight. It's like, what's going on? Oh my God, sell it. All right, fam. Let's go ahead and we'll show BYD5 one more time. I'll drop this link for you guys. I see some more people pulled up. Maybe you're here for the giveaway. If you are, some of those have already been sent out today. More will be sent out tomorrow. So if you haven't got yours yet, don't get discouraged. Post your IUD number up in there and join this group in the Telegram. Make sure you verify, or this bot will kick you the heck out. This thing does not play around. So make sure you hit /verify, and you're going to put in your UID number that you got from registering at BYD5, okay? And then we're going to have some fun. We're going to print. There's signals in there. There's calls in there. There's information in there. There's gains in there. That's what's in there. There are gains in there. So no matter if Bitcoin, you know, following its path to its all-time high, which I believe it can hit at $232,000 Bitcoin, maybe even higher. I don't know. CZ says 500,000. I'm not sure if that's true. I don't want to go against CZ because he's actually like, you know, CZ, right? So, but he said 500,000 to $1 million. But on target, if I just look at what's happened before, if we can do anything similar to what Bitcoin has done, you know, you can see Bitcoin going to $232,000. And I'm not just saying that. We're not just making up numbers and having fun. We're seeing the whole world adopt crypto like never before. And I think it's something to really take note of, that, you know, if you get discouraged or you feel because there's some short-term volatility that, you know, maybe this is not on track, or this is not on target, or maybe the word tariff has you terrified. It's like in 2001 and 2002, and after that, it was like everything was the word terror, terror, terror. Oh my God, it was terror, terror. I don't know. I feel like it's almost like the rinse and repeat, right? Life is fractal, so they're rinsing and repeating the terror right now. So, you know, if you can see that we've been through this before with this thing called Bitcoin and blockchain technology, and we're going to be through it again, but this thing has a mission of its own. And if it's done it before with, you know, the lack of support and lack of people not calling it a scam, even with the word tariff being thrown around, the level of adoption that is happening around the world, I don't care what word, they can make up a whole new word to try to FUD the market. It's not going to work. Bitcoin will continue to move in this direction because it's being adopted like never before. And I think that even though I don't support wars at all, I'm sure a lot of us, I mean, the majority of us don't, right? I mean, there's kids in these things, right? But although there's a lot of bad that's happening, it does highlight, and I hate to bring money into this, and because I know there's people's lives that matter, and but it does highlight how you can protect your life. So it's almost like I do have to bring it up, right? Because, you know, if you're in a country and you wanted to leave and you had a lot of wealth, or maybe not even that much. I mean, I was just looking at a documentary, you know, about this stuff because it starts. I was wondering about the actual numbers depending on what borders. In Canada, you can't even cross the border with more than $7,500. I can't go from the U.S. to Canada with more than $7,500, right? So it's just, it really does highlight that if you wanted to bounce, you know, it's a lot easier than trying to sell your house. It's a lot easier than trying to sell your gold, your silver, your precious metals, your jewelry. You can literally just cross any border with your phone and get out of Dodge. So although there's a lot of bad that goes on with, you know, the things around the world, I think they also highlight how much of this thing actually gives us freedom. And I think more, you know, as more time goes by, more people will start to realize this, how liquid crypto allows a person, an individual, a family to be wherever they want to go. They can actually transact, and that's why XPX was so important to me, because I know that this is the future. And maybe you guys can see this as well. I know I got a lot of people who support, you know, XPX. This is the project I launched with an amazing team on Smart DeFi, giving people staking rewards right out the gate. And I think it's a perfect time to segue into XPX, because you want to be able to have that liquid idea, but also be able to execute that idea, right? Because it's one thing to be able to just leave with your MetaMask wallet, your Phantom wallet, whatever wallet you might have, but it's a whole other thing to actually start to spend it in the real world, right? So giving you that ease of access where people can actually use this and facilitate this idea of what Bitcoin and blockchain technology, crypto is supposed to really be doing. It's giving you that freedom, right? So if I wanted to leave any country that's in distress, I got, you know, hostile government I'm tired of, or whatever it might be, I can just leave with my funds anytime I want to, wherever I want to, right? So long as it's not an embargo country. I have no plans to go to North Korea anytime soon. I can literally just go ahead and start to spend my crypto and live instantly. I can get there. And so long as they accept Visa there, I can instantly not have all this conversion, not all this stuff straight from my wallet, straight to my Visa card, not going to some random booth, which I've done. You know, I've gone to Mexico, right? What happens? You go to Mexico, you go to this exchange and you got to go and exchange all this money. Or, you know what, if XPX was around when I was doing that, I could have just been loading my card right then and there and spending my crypto live easily, right? That's what XPX allows people to do. Let's refresh this really quick, and then so you guys can see the chart looking extremely healthy, fam. I mean, when it comes to crypto and the way that it moves, this is a healthy crypto chart. We got some things. I was just talking to the team today. There's some nice levels that I want us to break so we can get some new things going on. You guys are going to be really excited with this, which I would believe will help us even push right back towards the all-time high. But 1.5 is that target, man. We're holding strong. There's going to be redistribution that happens on a regular basis. That is cryptocurrency. What is nice is that we have tokenomics and a very strong liquidity pool that allows us to be able to absorb the sells. And that's why we have some amazing tokenomics, everybody. I'm actually going to break them down because, you know, you see some sells on the chart and some people might be like, oh man, why? You know what? Look at how good the chart actually holds up, even with this going on. And this is a big showman of what Smart DeFi has allowed, because you don't even need to have that much, extreme amount of knowledge about, coding. And you can come up with some really good tokenomics that helps the project stay, strong and scalable. And this is what I'm talking about. Let's go to the tokenomics. We haven't done this in a while. We got a lot of new listeners today. I see the numbers climbing. I really appreciate everybody pulling up. We'll go to about XPX, and we're going to talk more about XPX. And like I was saying, a little bit of what XPX is supposed to be doing is giving you that freedom. Everybody wants to be financially free, but you got to be free to spend your finances, fam. But these tokenomics right here are absolutely amazing. You got staking rewards right here, 0.5% on the buys, 2% on the sells. You got asset backing, 1% on the buys, 1.5% on the sells, giving XPX that strength, right? We're really paired to, that BNB. We got 1% on the buys for the growth wallet, 1.5% on the sell. We have essentially LP injection right here. 1% on the LP injection on the buy, 1% on the sell on the LP injection. And this is what I'm talking about. That LP injection just making it stronger over time. 0% burn on the buy. We might turn up the heat. Who knows? We can do that. And 0.5% sell, 0.5% on the sell tax for XPX. And that's that burn mechanism that we have that has us at 16.7% burn already. And obviously we have the protocol fee that's using Smart DeFi technology, 0.5 on the buy, 0.5 on the sell, which is absolutely amazing because that's what gives us all this strength where you can absorb, the market kind of taking a pullback, redistribution happening, and the chart still looks really good. Now, I'm always zoomed out when I look at XPX. You guys can zoom in if you like. This is the daily chart. I mean, we're right there at that 1.5 mark, really to start getting everybody to say, yeah, that's it. They're going to, all-time high. And you guys can actually see that this is something. Even on DeFi projects, you can see how this matters. You see this 1.5 right here? This was a support. We lost the support and got us into this downtrend. Now we're headed right towards that area. And usually when you go right back up to that area, there's like one test, and then you got to go ahead and try to break it again, kind of like we did up here. So this is our chance to really go ahead and break past this. And we should. And I know that we are. We got a lot of projects talking to us for Just Shop Crypto. A lot of people interested in this, as they should be. We're a project that's been 1 year active, the project, over 10 months, going on 10 months now for the pay portal, which has generated over 6 figures in paid orders, giving people access to physical cards, now also plastic cards, virtual cards, non-KYC payments, and gift cards all in one place, and it's going to keep getting better. We're going to keep building for everybody. This is not just for individuals. This is also for, your crypto ventures of starting your businesses, right? Just like we have multiple projects already using our payment infrastructure for their services to either do payroll to pay their employees or to pay for their infrastructure. So if you're a crypto project and you got, a whole staff that you guys got to pay, let me know. Open up a business account through xpxpay.com. So like that, you guys can do that and save on fees, okay? I mean, I'm putting it out here for you guys. You guys don't even have to hold XPX now. It would be wise to, because I'm sure after you start using this, you're going to keep using this, and you're contributing to the buybacks, burns, and development of XPX's future anyway. So why not get almost like a kickback for using the cards? Get almost a kickback for using the non-KYC payments, because all of that's that been getting generated over the 10 months will be going to the project forever. So right here, come over to XPX Pay. I'm actually going to post this link for you guys. If you guys are an individual, if you guys are a business, if you guys are a crypto project, let me know. Get in, and I'm actually going to give you guys the actual, so you guys can just go over here and log in right away and start what you guys want right here. Okay, so here you guys go. Copy this, bring it over here, paste it right there. Go ahead and get your crypto Visa card. There are now plastic cards live, saving you guys a little bit more, making it a little bit easier for you guys to get some cards as well. So now you have your cards at 140 and you have the plastic cards at 100, both of which these cards are just to cover the postage, and then the rest is going to be added to your card. I'm basically handing over the card with you guys so you guys can go ahead and start to navigate this space and use crypto in the real world. You're going to have to pump gas. Use some Solana to pump that gas. Off-ramp some Solana onto your crypto Visa card. Go to the pump and load your card up. And you know what? Film it. Let us know that you did that, because I think it makes this thing all come to life. That's what it's supposed to be about. Go read the Satoshi Nakamoto paper and you'll see that's exactly what it's supposed to be at. So right now, XPX is holding at a $1 million market cap, extremely strong, looking great over here. Staking rewards have been going on for over a year, right? Right out the gate, we got staking rewards. Right out the gate, we had the lending protocol, letting you guys take a loan out against your XPX tokens, off-ramping onto a Visa card, use it in the real world for whatever you need. Real utility where you guys can use this today. These are not promises later on. This is happening right now. You guys can do this, whether it's payroll, Visa cards, virtual cards, non-KYC payments, gift cards for your family, gift cards for yourself. Buy a gift card for yourself. You guys can all use that right now. Okay, so that is XPX. Let's go to the X account and talk about Just Shop Crypto really quick. And then we're going to talk about Jerry the Turtle. We're going to talk about some great projects. So make sure you guys don't fade the stream. Share the links. Get everybody in here. Jesus Coin, get them in here. We're not going nowhere. And if we're going to go somewhere, everybody, we're going to go to the moon. I mean, we're super early in this space, fam. We're so early on what we've been building and what we've been doing. So come over here and check this out at XPX Token. And this is going to be a perfect segue going into the crypto, Just Shop Crypto Shop, man. This is for you guys. This is for the space, honestly, fam. This is cross-pollination, marketing machine on steroids for every project alike, even KOLs to get their brand out there, to get their, their merch out there, but really to get out of their echo chamber is what it's all about. You guys know what happens in crypto, right? You start, some spaces, and these spaces become cool, and for the first month or so, it's all like all these fresh people. But then after a while, it turns into hello, 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 right? And you want to find ways to be able to break out of your echo chamber. And Just Shop Crypto is that way that XPX has found, not just for ourselves. Again, we're providing value to the marketplace. This is for all of us right here. And we're going to talk about that right now. So at XPX Token, come give us a follow. I'm actually going to post this link. If you guys are listening to this live stream on Rumble, on YouTube, or on X, I really appreciate it if you guys will subscribe and share these links and kind of follow the XPX Token, really pouring my heart and soul into this, just like the rest of the team is, just like the community is. This is a project for the long term, a project that's here doing it the right way for you guys and doing it for the whole space. So much so that we got even the respect and collaboration with Zach Humphreys. You guys know we did some collabs with him with XPX. We were chilling XPX for like a whole month, doing some releases, some launches, and we really grow our relationship with Zach in that period of time. A lot with Zach, his community, Zach from Zach from Subway, where we're going to be talking about Nova as well. Maybe he's in here. I'm not sure if he's in here, but we're going to be talking to Zach as well from Nova. 1 second, fam. Stream, you know how the stream was trying to fade us. Sometimes we can break restream. I swear, the chat must be going pretty good, and the stream is picking up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you guys pulling up. But right here, man, this is what we're talking about. JustShopCrypto.com. The collaborations, the growing with Zach from Subway. You got Paid also as well up in there. You got Zach Humphreys, of course. The guys from the Crypto Breakfast Club. This is a great way for you guys to get cross pollination. I mean, this stuff looks so clean. Marlon is absolutely amazing. David and Ali as well. These guys are absolutely amazing. All the hard work that the team did, and even dragging this across the line and getting all this done with these guys that are true Chads in the space, even while I was gone for my brother's wedding. So the fact that, no matter what XPX is building, market's going on, whatever's going on, stream or no stream, this team is very, very consistent with pushing things forward and actually like adding to our plate on how can we make it. We could have just did an XPX merch store, xpxmerchstore.com. There, we gave everybody a merch store. Let's walk away. There we go. We did a merch store. Let's go. No, we added to the plate on coming up with packages on a way that this can be a marketing machine, not just for XPX, but for everybody in the space. If you don't have a brand, if you don't have no merch, that's okay. That's part of what Just Shop Crypto is about. It's about building your brand. It's about getting your merch out there. It's about cross-pollination and breaking out of our echo chambers. And now you guys also get exposure. And I think you guys should also contact Zach from Subway, Zach Humphreys, Paid. Let them know that XPX has sent you over there. A matter of fact, buy some of their merch off of JustShopCrypto.com. Post a picture and say, hey, I saw your guys' merch on JustShopCrypto.com. I had to cop some. And now I'm coming to your guys' spaces. Come to find out that they have one of the best spaces in all of crypto Twitter, aka X, and that's why we make sure that we were on their space to bring serious investors to XPX, to have some investors check out what we were doing with payments, but also grow our relationship to the extent of bringing their brand to this level and everything like that. So if you're out there listening, cop some of this merch. I mean, I'm gonna cop some of this merch. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna get some videos done. I'm gonna buy some of this. I think we should ape into their merch to show them some love and just let everybody know that if you get listed on Just Shop Crypto, it's much more than just this. Like you got merch on a store or something like that. It's really about everybody showing you some love, pulling up to your spaces, pulling up to your TGs, whatever your project might be. Maybe you're a KOL, maybe you're a project, but it's about making these exchanges when we have with each other even that much more exciting, because there's going to be so many different people coming from Just Shop Crypto. So we have opened up the floodgates to all other projects, to KOLs, anybody interested, whether you have a merch line or not, or if you have one already, that's fine. We'll list that one. We'll do revenue share with you. If you're an NFT project, we know that NFT projects, if you guys are listening, you guys know about NFT projects that actually want to get maybe their thing minted out. Maybe we want to do a collab with some of the merch and their NFTs, but really make some things happen where we can make some serious gains together, and not just X's, but really gains as far as new eyes, new investors, breaking the echo chamber. Listen to me, fam. We must do this. We must. Kicking up dust is a must. Okay, fam? Just, you have to understand it. Like, I see Jarek pulling up. You know how cool it would be to see, the Speedy merch on here. You know how nice it would be to see the OG Brett merch on Just Shop Crypto. What is that going to do? It's going to get you guys exposure from all this cross pollination that is just starting. It's just starting. This, you guys know, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So does the rest of the team. And a matter of fact, so does this community. We're opening up the floodgates. This is a great way for you guys to get in here, get your guys' merch listed, get some revenue share. You guys pay for pinned posts that do absolutely nothing. You know why I can say that? Because I have. I have, right? How many of us, Jarek, how many times, or OG Brett on Eve, have we paid for something for crypto that's supposed to bring us eyes and it doesn't do anything? Here, you guys will not only get eyes, but you guys will get revenue share. Not only will your initial investment, be holding your place on the store when you buy XPX and stake XPX, but when you're staking XPX and there's more projects coming in, listing on the store, that first bag that got you into the store, it's just growing. Take the profits off of that bag, use it for whatever you want. take a loan out against it on Smart DeFi and, I don't know, put it on a Visa card and use it in the real world. But you have the leverage to be able to do that. And that's what this store is truly about. It's this cross pollination and an actual ROI for developers and for builders into space. So come check out Just Shop Crypto. I'm going to give you guys this link right here, and then we're going to go to the deck screener. I see everybody pulling up really strong, man. Welcome in, fam. Welcome in. Welcome in, my fam. One more time. Let me go ahead and show this as well. Maybe you guys just pulled up. If you guys are pulling up for that moolah, baby, right? Let me share this. We're having some fun, man. I don't care it's Monday. I don't care the markets get scared. Yes, there's going to be sales. Man, I'm pulling up strong, man. Pull up strong with me. Get that link right there. Verify yourself, get your UID number, and then verify Indus TG where we're printing. If you're here for the $500 giveaway, this is how it's being done. First come, first serve. I'm just giving it away. I'm telling BYD5, let's just keep giving it away. So if we can keep running this every week, this $500 giveaway, and as you guys sign up, I'm just giving this away, and you guys can sign up and, take some of the stuff that we're using, maybe apply it after doing some practice with a demo account for a month like I dared you to, and then really start to apply that strategy. That's how we're going to do that right there. Okay, so definitely check that out. We just showed that Just Shop Crypto. Let's go ahead. Where are we going right now? Let's go to Useless right now. We're going to check out a lot of plays. Don't go nowhere. We got Jerry the Turtle coming up. We do have Profit Bear with Jesus Coin as well. Profit Bear, let's get that over the line, brother. I'm gonna put that pressure on Profit Bear. He's like, this guy doesn't stop. No, I don't stop. That's why I've made it so far, Profit Bear. That's exactly what. It's not that I'm hard headed. It's that I'm consistent, right? And it's for good reason and for a good cause. So right now we got Useless Coin. Then we're gonna talk about Zeus as well. We got some action on Nova, which is pre-sale. If you guys are cool with my guy from Zach from Subway, let him know that, I'm about to bring up that pre-sale and let everybody know how that's going as well. But right now, I do want to bring up Useless Coin. This one has been making a lot of noise right here, really pumping up to that 300 and something $million market cap, being absolutely useless. I mean, just as useless as you can be, you can print some serious MCs. this is too funny right here. Cryptocurrency is honestly useless. Harvard cryptographer. Crypto is useless money. You got Bitcoin is useless. You got cryptocurrency is useless. Why Bitcoin is useless? And this is a big slap in their face over time of everybody saying that cryptocurrency was useless. And I can see how people got very passionately driven behind this idea. I mean, how many times people told me it was useless? And right now, I got XPX, I got a gold Visa card to, slap in their face, which I'm not actually going to do, which I don't condone violence anybody. You don't want to do that. I'm talking figuratively, of course, but showing it like, hey, I thought you said it was useless. I thought you said crypto was useless. I thought you said I couldn't, go and see my brother for his wedding and pay with everything with a crypto Visa card. I thought you said that I couldn't, make things happen in the space and off ramp all that, and use it in the real world. I thought you said it was useless. How many people? So I can see how real easy this has a lot of passion behind it, right? A lot of people, well, what I'm saying is a lot of people are going to be able to resonate with Useless Coin. How many people told you that? Maybe somebody told you you were useless. I mean, let's show them what's up as we become crypto millionaires with something like, you remember you said I was useless? Well, I'm useless with a useless coin. Here you guys go. Welcome to Useless Coin, the world's first cryptocurrency that promises nothing and delivers exactly that. Absolutamente nada, mi gente. We have to say it in two languages because the numbers are climbing. Maybe we got a bilingual, maybe we have a bilingual day today with everybody. So pretty cool. Zero utility, zero purpose, 100% useless. You got it. The world's most honest cryptocurrency, letting you know, hey, I'm keeping it real with you. We're not. This is useless. Okay, but look at how people got behind this idea and really got this thing pumping. Ooh, Dan G, my brother, how you doing, man? Welcome back, brother. Let's get the Speedy Gang in here. We're gonna be bringing up all your guys' projects, so don't go anywhere. Don't get impatient on me. Don't change speeds. Chill right here, get comfortable, help us grow the numbers on the stream so we can create some FOMO and people hear about Speedy, people hear about everything else. The more numbers we get in here, the better it is for Brett, the better it is for Zeus, the better it is for Nova, for XPX, for Feg Token, the better it is. So I need you guys to grind with me so you guys can shine with me, right? Let's go to their guys' X account and see exactly what they got going on. with all their uselessness, a useless bio for a useless coin. What does the bio say? The bio is useless. I mean, what else do you want? I need you guys. Ooh, I like this. Channel your inner uselessness. Ooh, we're doing some reverse psychology on the universe right now. This is some reverse psychology on the universe right here. This is some reverse psychology on the space right here. Channel your inner uselessness, and it becomes all, and you become all useful out of nowhere. Now you're changing people's lives and stuff like that. Pretty amazing, actually, right? Pretty amazing. Jesus been locked in since inception of life. Let's go, fam, and we're gonna show him what's up. We're gonna show him what's up, Prophet Bear. We're gonna show him what's up. I mean, there we go. We're gonna show him all in. All in on nothing. Oh my god, I like this. Oh my god. Nvidia makes GPUs, we make nothing, same results. We spent nothing on marketing, you did the rest. This is hilarious. I mean, are you guys not I know you guys can feel this. I know you guys can feel this. This is same utility, 70%. Oh my God. Same utility. Even saying, hey, we're as useless as the dollar. But we're 76% off. I mean, we're at a fire sale right now. You guys can load up on useless coin for 24 cents. This was July 2nd. What are we at actually right now? I don't think that price exists anymore. Oh no, 23 cents right now. You got useless coin on the dip, on a useless dip right now. How low can it go? You know, depending on the market, I would keep some dry powder, right? Now it's, we're talking about it at the top, and there's a lot of people talking about it at the top. I would save some dry powder, but I wouldn't also put it past that Degens can get angry enough and get all like I don't know, roaring kitty and GameStop and say, hey, let's drive a useless coin to the freaking moon. Let's not let the cabal win. Let's not let the elites push us away. And you got to be careful when everybody comes together and decides, hey, we're going to be useless. OG Brett ETH in the house. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Love to see everybody pulling in. Man, I really miss you guys. It is what we do here in crypto, right? We put in our work. You got to put in some value to the space when, whether you're a shiller, you're a raider, you're a developer, you're a YouTuber slash developer, whatever it might be. If you really love this thing, you're gonna give to the space, right? So let's give to the space. If you guys can give some love to the space by sharing the link, that'll be absolutely epic. Let's go ahead to the next play. And you know what? Like I was saying on this one, I would save some dry powder for, some degening going on. If you want to, but don't discount, because anytime a project is in the hundreds of million, you have to kind of start talking $1 billion market caps. You have to. You have to. I said so, okay? And I'm joking. Obviously, you don't have to, right? It's not financial advice. But what I'm saying is, most of the time, the sentiment when a project starts to get into that 200 and something million, people are going to say, hey, it's going to five. It's going to go to 500 million. It's going to go to 1 billion. You know why? Because those same type of conversations are the ones that people have when a project breaks 1 million. And people are saying that it's going to go to 2. And when it goes to 2 point something million, can it go to 5 million? Can it go to 10 million? And all we're doing is adding zeros, but it's the overall same sentiment. Even when we break into the tens of million, right? Don't when we break 10 million, what happens? Don't we go into 20, 30? So the minute you start getting into this range of that 200 and something $1 million market cap, potentially going to that $500 million market cap, it's on the table for people to say, that's it, FOMO, we're going to 1 billion. And I'm not just saying this. Go back and look at historical data. There's been meme coin after meme coin. The minute it breaks 1 billion, what happens? 2 and 3 happened. The only one that didn't was uh Book of Memes, that it hit 1 billion and then came back down and never went back up there again. So, but for the most part, that's something that happens. And when a meme coin gets up in this range, I mean, it's not too crazy to say this can go like that. Whoa, memeless? What the heck? Oh no. Oh no, everybody. Not memeless. Not another one. What's up, Frank? Not another one, Frank. They're saying memeless, Frank. First we're useless, Frank, and now we're useless at first, and now we're gonna go memeless. Maybe we'll check that one out. Let's keep the flow going where we're at. We're gonna go check out my man's play. This is Zach from Subway. We're gonna go here and shift gears. Keep some dry powder. I wouldn't chase it right away, could probably see something at 120, some lower ranges, or people just start to FOMO in and take this thing a lot higher. But I would, I think it's going to stay in the hundreds for a little bit. It's looking pretty useless. Let's use their lingo, right? So let's keep an eye on that one as well. Look, and we'll mark this up just to see how this guy plays out. We're just looking at some areas that could potentially, be some areas to shoot some dry powder at this thing and see what it's all about. If it breaks all time high, forget it. We're going to 500. We're going to 500. We're even going to go a little bit higher, right? So that's what's up with the useless coin. Yes, 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 y'all. All right, let's go to my guys play, man. Zach from Subway. He's got a pre-sale going on right now. Just hit the soft cap. I actually think that we could hit the hard cap. I don't know about you guys. Actually, 5 ETH. I think we actually did. We're at 6 point. Yeah. Pre-sale ends. Let's just keep pushing it. How about we add some more ETH to this? Sprinkle this. You guys know we got Zach from Subway. You guys know him. I mean, from the Crypto Breakfast Club. They're very well connected. They're doing some pretty cool things. And you know what? Let's go ahead and read this right here. Welcome to Nova Chain, the layer 2 blockchain for the future, built on Ethereum and powered by Nova. Nova Chain is optimized for speed, low fees, and real utility. So Nova Bot is already live and taking over Telegram and Web3. I think they're actually going to be doing a giveaway. If I'm correct, don't quote me on it completely, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing some kind of like trending bot type of thing, hook you guys up in their next space that they're having. Hopefully I'm not getting confused, because obviously I talked to 1,000 people, but I'm 100% certain that this is something that they'll be providing. The trending tracker, the buy bot alert, the raid coordinator, the auto burn, custom music, the follower tracker, the ultimate crypto project bot. So this is what they got planned right now. Already hit the soft cap. I mean, when you talk about like Zach from Subway and a lot of people that are connected to him, this project's gonna have a lot of exposure. All right, that's just a fact. So here you guys go. This is Zach from Subway right here. Make sure you guys give him a follow. Let him know that Rico Moneybag sent you guys over as well. Whales keep splashing. Last day of Nova Chain pre-sale. This is the last day. So if you want to, like I said, feel a little bit of FOMO and go like, oh my God, the last day. Well, there you go. If you were feeling bored and maybe the market felt like nothing was going on and you're like, man, I miss a little bit of FOMO. Where's that? Where are those endorphins to make me just feel like I gotta do something? Well, here you guys go. This is the last day for Nova Chain. That pre-sale that could get you a nice size bag for a project that, Zach from Subway can be pushing on, some big spaces, talking to some big people, and little by little we can accidentally see this thing climb to some serious market caps and be like, oh my God, we could have got in at the pre-sale. We could have been in, early Scrito. And this is the one that we should be looking at. All this other stuff. Yo, AD. What, you guys know each other? What? 16 hours left for AD and for Frank to ape into this and the rest of everybody else to come check out Nova Chain. Let Zach know that I sent you guys over there. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that they'll be, the name of the game is a lot of exposure. Zach is going to get exposure on this. This thing definitely has some potential, whether you want to do long-term, short-term. There's something here, it's just that simple. Whether you're a blockchain fanatic or you're a printing fanatic, whatever you might be in between, if you add up all the variables, it's got some potential. You're going to see some movement on the chart, that's for sure. So, last day, there we go. We lit a fuse and we started talking about Nova Chain, everybody. Let's go to the next one really quick. We also got Zeus, and then we'll go to your guys' plays right now. Just covering all the tickers really quick. And then we got Feg Token as well. We did cover Feg Token a little bit. For those who don't know, that's who launched the Smart DeFi, but we'll cover that as well. I just had a nice segue into XPX, so that's why I just jumped right into it. Like, boom, keep the flow going like Zeus keeps the floor above $10 million market cap. They had a little dip underneath it. I told you guys about saving some dry powder and about not feeling like you were going to miss out. This is a good example about, hey, I want to make sure that I don't miss out, but I'll save some dry powder just in case it comes down to 5 mil. But if it turned back around, broke past 10 mil, and went started to go higher, I'm not gonna feel like I missed out because at least I got a small bag of this Zeus. Pepe's dog. Everybody, you guys know Pepe's dog. This is Zeus. Contract address CC8 and has Kid and Walt and everybody talking about. I mean, everybody say they love Pepe's new dog called Zeus. Kid and Walt. We got the list goes on, man. I think I've seen him on Soul Saver Space. I think we've seen Zeus just about every space that it's supposed to be on. And you're seeing it here now, of course, on the Rico Moneybag Show. So it's on this one as well, this broadcast with the whole fam. That's pretty exciting. So, I mean, you can kind of see when it's going to be one of those plays that are notorious and has some potential, and obviously they want it really bad. They're holding some serious market caps, right above $10 million market cap. This community really wants it. We're talking about KuCoin listing 6 hours ago. What? Ooh, look at that. I mean, people fading Zeus when it was just a listing. That's what's going on. They want to get their listing on KuCoin. Whoa. Is that not huge, fam? Is that not big? I think that's pretty massive, actually. I mean, pretty nice. Pretty nice. What else? You got that huge today. I mean, marketing kicking off. Everybody's talking about Zeus. You see Zeus on my channel. You see it on Spaces. You see everybody literally talking about Zeus. So, great dog. This is Pepe's dog. And I think this KuCoin thing can really set some things up for this one. Maybe we go back to this all-time high. Maybe we go back to $24 million market cap. Nice little Matt Fury play for the space. We've been bringing you guys those Matt Fury plays. You guys know what's up, man. We've brought you guys a lot of hitters on the space. We know when we see them. Some of them will miss. You're not going to catch them all. You're not Ash from Pokemon, but you're going to do pretty good. Speaking of catching some heavy hitters, some decent plays. Oops, there it is. Did I not tell you guys so? Did I not tell you guys about this play? Did I not tell you guys what was going to happen with this play? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. We saw the recipe. We call this one super early. Look at where we got to do an update. I said I would just set it and forget it. I would just set it and forget it because you know what happens when they break 10 mil. What happens when they break 10 mil, fam? Come on now. We're in class today. Bust out the notebooks. Get your notepad out. I'm sure you guys heard this one before. They go to 10, 20, 30. Here we go. Where did it go to? Go figure. 29 million, fam. Are we surprised here at the show? Here at the chat, the live stream? No, we're not surprised. We cover this all the time, right? And I don't want you guys to feel like you're going to miss out on this one. This one's got so much marketing going on that obviously there's probably going to be a dip. The rest of the market's dipping a little bit. But I would consider possibly just holding a small bag of this one because they're too well connected. This level of exposure of all these followers, you just got to get 1% of all these. You're going to do really good. This could be the next $100 million Inu dog thing. Could be. Could be. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm telling you, would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? And we told you about this thing early. Wait till you're going to see everybody else talking about it now for sure. I mean, that's it. But we told you about it. $3 million market cap. Maybe some people called it even before that. I'm sure. I didn't have the inside scoop. We just found it like that. But when I was scrolling through the X account, it was like the recipe that I was smelling, what they were cooking was like, whoa, they got funds. I know what it costs to be able to roll all that out. It would cost quite a bit. And for them to do it at $3 million, I knew that they were expecting to pump. Now, obviously, they're going to want some of that money back that they put into all this listing, right? So that's what I'm saying, like all this OKXing. I don't think it's quite at this price, but at some point, you're going to see a dip where, they'll be able to recoup some more funds to take it a little bit higher. But could be the next $100 million meme coin right here standing right before your guys' eyes. And that's why it's important for you guys to have the bell notification lit, because we found this one. You never know when you're going to find them. That's why I pull them nonstop. I love this space. I love what I get to do with you guys, what we get to find out and find a play like this at $3 million and now see it pumping, all the way to $29 million market cap and pure gains in your wallet right now. So now obviously this is not an everyday occurrence, but every once in a while we do see that recipe come out. And it's like I've called it multiple times where it's like, I've seen that setup before. That setup makes it a runner. And that's a well connected setup to go, OKX? What? All those exchanges right away. It's like and sitting at $3 million market cap. Whoa. Like super well connected. Super well connected. Extremely. I mean, on the next level. Let's see what else we can find right now while we're live right now. Let's check out Jerry the Turtle. If you guys are still in here, let's check out Jesus Coin, and then we'll find some plays with you guys as well. If you guys are down for the cause, Jerry right now at 5 milli. I mean, healthy looking chart. This is a great looking crypto chart. Same thing, break over 10. What do you guys do? 20 something million. That's fair. It just happens. The next phase is being able to rally it right back up. This project has a strong community. I was in their TG. They're active, they're rating, they're shilling, they're jumping up and down. They're letting everybody know that they loved Jerry is the Turtle, right? And look at this. We got another listing right here, Tap Bit. So new spot listing. And Jerry just keeps on listing. So Jerry the Turtle by Matt Fury is coming to Tap Bit. And that's another listing, which means more exposure, which means more eyes on Jerry the Turtle. Let's go. And we got another turtle that we're going to talk about as well. We got Speedy up in here. And we're going to talk about Speedy as well. Speedy, don't worry, we love that turtle as well. Rocking with that community really hard. Checking out OG Brad. We're going to check out all the plays that always show this stream so much love, and why these numbers grow is not because of me. I don't think they like me that much. I think it's all of you guys. I think it's the chat and the live streams that we get to bring together. I don't think it's so much to do with me. So we got Jerry the Turtle right here at around $5 million market cap, 4.9. Let's just call it 5. But to me, being in crypto, this is a healthy pullback. I mean, in crypto, you have to be able to handle a 60, man, even 80% retracement sometimes. How many of us have ever even seen 99% retracement? Somehow the thing comes back and pumps to the moon, right? So we have to be willing to see some pullbacks on plays that we really like, and the plays that we really have some strong conviction in. And this is a play that obviously has a team that's rolling out some things as well. They know their recipe. We see their recipe. They're listing on exchanges. They're doing their thing. It's a Matt Fury play. The meta is on. The narrative is lit. The community's there. The team is making things happen. That's what it's all about. So Jerry the Turtle's looking really healthy. Let's break the $10 million market cap once again. And you're going to see exactly what happens most of the time. See a little bit of that 15, 20, 25, 30. As high as you guys want this thing to go, it just needs to be a little bit more buys and sells. And you'll see that exactly happen. Keep the rally going no matter what's going on in the market, and enjoy the ride, because you guys got a great looking chart. There's going to be pullbacks no matter what, man. Great work. Jerry the Turtle, the community's absolutely lit. Let's go to Jesus Coin next. I see him right here. And we're going to go through the list, man. We're going to go through the list. Post what you guys want me to talk about. Right now is a good time to post it in the chat as I'm starting this little phase of the stream to make sure I don't miss you guys as I start going into this flow state, right? We got 280 people on the stream, and it's just climbing nonstop. And we got something else that also climbed. I mean, yes, we're talking about Jesus Coin right here. It did hit $90 million market cap, and it has a potential to do that again. And when you look at the liquidity that this project has, it is a serious project. It's got $1.1 million in liquidity. I don't think people look at liquidity enough in the space, but this project has a serious liquidity, has a serious community with strong conviction, almost unwavering faith in this project. Let's call it that, right? And let's go to the X account and give them a quick little show, right? Shout out to Profit Bear pulling up. We got OG Brett next. Let's go ahead and bring you guys up. We got Speedy Coin as well. So make sure you guys show some turtles in the chat, man. If you guys are bullish on Speedy Coin, let me know right now. We got Crypto Church week of July. So you guys got their schedule right there if you guys are interested. I mean, got everybody pulling up really strong. So come check this out. Let's see what else they got right here. The Holy Rage. I mean, that makes you laugh. It's biblical, right? That's a good one right there. I like that one. I like that one right there. That one has a lot of potential. That is biblical. You guys could probably this one almost looks like a little bit of John Wick Jesus. I don't know. Maybe we could do a meme like that, but we're obviously he's not doing what John Wick does, but it's good stuff. But I think there's a potential because I almost saw like a glimpse of that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having too much fun with you guys on the stream. Let me know if I cross the line, Prophet Bear. Let me know when I go too far, brother, because you know I'm a wild one, sir. Let's go. Shout out to Prophet Bear in the chat, man. Been showing a lot of love to the community over this time that he's been pulling up, man. Really trying to get some things squared away with him. I want to see this be one of those first churches really, getting crypto, getting donations, and making that happen. I think it's something that we could see do a lot of good in the space, and possibly even Jesus Coin use some of those donations to possibly donate to some of the stuff that's going on in Texas. It's all about kind of building the bridges so these things can scale up for, things like that to actually happen. I was looking at what was going on with what was going on in Texas and all those kids. I mean, that was wild, right? It's like, how can we use what we have every day, right? I'm a crypto person. This is what I'm involved in. How can I make this thing, actually go to the next level and stuff like that through what I know how to use? And that's, the voice that I have, right, on the spaces and doing everything like that, but also the tools that are, laid out in front of me to see what I can do to actually start to help. And I know that we can do some good. And I'm looking forward to actually making that happen. And we have tons of opportunity because obviously this life is crazy at times, and I think we could do a lot of good with crypto and show people not just about like putting gas or stuff like that, but we can actually do a lot of good. And I've been personally working, getting this thing dialed in a widget for charities, um, so that you guys can use the widget and add it to your website, and you guys can actually hit like a goal as far as how many donations you guys want to hit, kind of like your own version of GoFundMe. It'll be embedded into your website and stuff like that. But once we get you on the portal, we'll finish that. But when I was working on payroll for XPX a couple months ago, I started to do that as well. I can feel it. I mean, I know it's close. I know, schedules, different time zones, all this thing. But I just want to let you know that I've even been pushing a little bit further to making even that much more convenient once we get some of the things over the line, where you can embed, put this into your website and have this widget where people can click on it, and the bar will raise as far as hitting the goal that you guys are actually trying to reach, and making it that much easier even on your guys' website and stuff. So, and then you guys can off ramp that onto your Visa card and use it for the church, or use it for whatever you guys like, and or not off ramp it at all. And if you guys have a bunch of employees, pay all your employees with those donations, or send those donations straight to something like what's going on in Texas and stuff like that. So I know there's some good around the corner, and I think that belongs to not only Jesus Coin, but obviously two great individuals in the space. I do want to speak for myself a little bit, like trying to do good for the space, and something that you've been doing for the space, Prophet Bear, with Jesus Coin, and just being super consistent. The giveaways that you've been doing to the communities. I mean, the amount of memberships you're giving away. And so there's some good there that I think is waiting for us. And it'll happen, man. I got faith that it'll actually happen. So right now, man, I'm holding my Jesus Coin. I'm not gonna even touch that thing. Like, this is a $1 billion project, honestly, everybody. If you want to talk about community with like conviction, I mean, it doesn't get stronger than a Jesus Coin community. And it's not like some kind of community that's like, this is just starting off. No, it's a community that has proven that it can hit $90 million market cap. So you're seeing it at a crazy discount. And it has a serious liquidity, which is locked. $1.1 million liquidity at a $4.7 million market cap. With this type of potential, with a project coming into the space, having this type of community, I truly believe the possibilities are endless. And it's just a matter of time that we see some serious gains on this and more exposure coming to Jesus Coin. And we'll find these ways to make it happen together. If it's XPX helping in one way, or if it's helping with my channel, whatever I can help with, I want to help, because it would be nice to fulfill that for a lot of people, right? I mean, come on, everybody. I know you guys are listening, and I got much love and respect for everybody. But I mean, having people be fulfilled and that come to be, it's pretty cool as well, right? And we can do that with anybody. And I support all of you guys, no matter where you guys are from. what religion, what set you guys are from. If you guys are pulling up here, it's all love, it's all respect. So Jesus Coin, much love and respect to you, man. Discount price is $4.7 million market cap. These are the little silly market caps that we break past, and then people can't even resist. And we've done it before. When I first started talking about Jesus Coin, was over here and I got my bag, could have cheated up here when you guys pumped up to like 40 something mil and stuff like that. But I didn't, man, because I know that once you guys break that 91 million, if useless coin can go up to 200 and something million, don't tell me that Jesus Coin, with the type of level of community that they have as far as Christians, they can't go up there and get this thing to go to $777 million market cap. Okay, I don't know. That's just the way that I see it, everybody. So crazy discount prices. Once we break past this, 23 mil, I can see a little bit of that bounce and then shake them out and take them to those all-time highs and really see the space buzzing with Jesus everywhere. So really cool right there. Let's go ahead and bring up some more projects, everybody. I see the space filling up some more. So you guys are doing a fantastic job, honestly, on shilling this like crazy. The OG Brett community, the Jerry the Turtle community, the XPX community, the Fed community. Whoa. You guys are shilling like wild right now because, I don't know, we're just hitting like a little catapult, getting close to 300 people live. And those are those streams when we have those, when we just hit that sweet spot and everything's just going just right. The right people pulling up, really trying to grind for their bags. Even if Bitcoin has a little bit of shaking and baking, we're still going to do our thing. I like that. I see you. Another great community right here. A community, honestly, near and dear kind of to my heart because, I could be tough sometimes, right? And I put some pressure on them, and boy, did they pull up with everything tidy. Everything came tidy, and we got into Brett over here in the old days, and this is an OG Brett. It was even older than before when I got into it because it's the original Matt Fury OG Brett on ETH. And this thing was consolidating around $1.4 million market cap from when they started pulling up to my stream and, I don't know, making a lot of noise, telling me, hey, 0x24, telling me the contract address is nonstop. And I'm like, what's going on? And it's like, go check out the project, go check it out. I'm like, all right, let's go check it out, right? Let's go check out OG Brett. And you know what? We went and checked it out. They updated the website, they did everything, and this project literally pumped all the way up to 40 something mil. And I mean, there's going to be a lot of cases where obviously some projects can just completely fade away, but there's also a lot of cases where I did find you guys a play, or a play found us, right? Let's just be honest. The OG Brett community was like, who's this crazy guy? Let's get on his stream. And we found this amazing play, and they took the pressure and they made a gem out of it. When people say that, pressure makes diamonds, that's anybody can say that. But I honestly put some pressure on the OG Brett community, and they pulled up strong with their website updated, their dexes updated, and that's what happens. You saw this thing pump up like crazy, and like I said, a lot of projects, some of them fade away because things fail, but this is one of those projects that I don't think that will ever fail. And I know that's a bold thing to say, but if Matt Fury plays are always going to exist, then it's hard for me to accept that the original Brett, the first one on Ethereum, cannot exist. Like that, I don't know. If you know a reason or a way that I'm supposed to look at it to make that make sense to me, then you guys let me know. But as far as I see it, Matt Fury plays are here to stay, whether it's Jerry the Turtle, whether it's, other great Matt Fury plays that pull up nonstop. I think they're always going to be around. The original one has to be grandfathered in, and this is the original Brett right now at $7.7 million market cap with a powerful community that's here and built to stay. They're not stopping, fam. I mean, they're here. Why would you drop the ball on the original one when you know down to your core that Matt Fury's vibe fits Degens? I mean, the whole stoner vibe, the whole everything about, the whole 0x240. It wasn't until the Matt Fury plays that we started doing this contract address, calling out thing, right? And that is OG Brett. This is the original Brett. Talk to me, fam. Let me know. Are you guys in the chat or what, man? Stand up. Storms don't last forever. Strong narrative. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Strong narratives with strong communities do. Together we ride to Valhalla. Oh, let's go, man. It's one of those streams today, man. You guys got too many people in here. Today we ride to Valhalla, fam. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And yeah, storms don't last, man. I've never seen a storm last forever, honestly. And boy, oh, you guys see this video, man? When something's viral, it's that was too funny. What was he doing with his hand, everybody? What was he doing with his little hand motion on the boat? He had the rhythm so locked in. That was so cool. We live in a new era that we could see something like this and you didn't tell me about it, but we know about it. And that's a good meme community because you guys got me, laughing over here, having a great time. Nah, bro, I still love Pepe on bass. Okay. And I can't stop stacking. I was one of the first ones calling that Pepe on base, bro. Once it pumped, everybody almost dipped on me, though. It was crazy. I was like, man, we all printed on that thing, but I think it will come back to life. I think Pepe on base, I think all those base plays, check this out, bro. I think all those base plays are going to do some crazy comebacks. All of those base plays that the communities just focus on building and staying strong together. I truly think that when that base hype comes all over again, they'll ignite those base plays all over again, and you can rub it in their face and be like, you know what? Here goes the humble pie. I never faded my 0x69. Right. Is that not the contract address? Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know. Because I remember. Oh, he said you was. But right here, man, this is cool memes being posted by a cool community. And we're vibing, man. I'm telling you right now, we're vibing. I don't know if you got, oh, here it goes right here. This is that whole meme. Here we go. It would be cool to get this little, oh, facts, right? That 0x69. Let's go, man. Only spitting facts, bro. I mean, I'm not playing around. Yeah. We don't only do the talk, we got to do the walk too. We got to do the walk too, broski, because it's too cheap out there. So we got to add the walk to it so we could define what we're doing in this space, just like the original Brett right here. Come check it out. OG Brett, man. This is at Brett Ether. You guys know what's up. Crazy discount prices. Same thing with this play, man. Break over to 15 million. You don't think FOMO is going to come back into this a little bit? You don't think it's gonna wake it up just a tad, fam? Has to, man. Has to. So breaking that 15 million, all of this is back on the table. And I still think that this is on the table for this project regardless. These are just the market caps that this project has to break through. And I have no doubt that this community, with the continued push of their memes, staying really relevant, pulling up to the streams nonstop. Let's push this thing and let's stake our claim. Okay, let's let everybody know what's good with OG Brett. Let's make it one of those plays, because if there's going to be Matt Fury plays galore, there's always going to be the place for this. And God forbid you fumble your OG Brett and somebody CTOs it on you and they take the original Brett to the moon. That would hurt. That would hurt. So let's hold our ground. I don't care how long it takes, but we make it happen. We make it happen with the original one for the original sake, for the OG. Otherwise, what does OG mean anymore? What? What are we talking about? We'll have to just stop saying OG this and OG that. So OG Brett is here to stay, fam. Yes, what else are we talking about? Let's get that Speedy in there. You guys thought I forgot, didn't you? You guys, Speedy was like, no, we're not posting turtles because I didn't forget. What? 825K. I'm still holding Speedy from over here. You guys want to talk about a man with diamond hands? I mean, these hands are diamonds, bro. I could have got out right here. Could have got out over here, anywhere up in here. I said, you know what? I'm invested in the Speedy community. I want them to do their thing and turn it back around. So trusting the process over here with this community. They had their little rally right back up to right here. Where was that at? 4.4 million. And then turn right back around. And you know what? Redistribution happens. And I've seen many meme coins be able to pump right back up from something like this. Wouldn't take much from 2.8 or 2.1 over here. If you look right here from 2.1, that thing bounced all the way up to 7 point something $million market cap. So, obviously it wouldn't take much to get this thing to get the moving once again. And that is Speedy the Turtle, slow and steady. Let's go to the exit count, man. 320 people. You guys are showing out today. You guys are absolutely sharing this thing for sure. There's no doubt in my mind this thing's being shared. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind We're live on Rumble, YouTube, X, 2X accounts, and that we're making sure people hear about our projects. If they weren't listening, we're making sure, hey, yo, check this out. We're talking about our projects. We're making sure that we're getting people's attention, and we do that by getting the numbers up and sharing the link so people come and say, hey, what are all these people listening? What are they talking about? Hey, we're talking about, Jerry the Turtle. We're talking about XPX. We're talking about Speedy. We're talking about OG Brett. You didn't hear about that? But together we make that happen. We build the FOMO, we build the hype, and I know it gets exhausting sometimes. I know it feels like, come on, when are we gonna get to this road to $100 million market cap? We just keep pushing, fam. We just keep pushing no matter what. Don't get lost in the sauce comparing yourself to this, comparing yourself to that. That has nothing to do with the price of milk. That has nothing to do with it. What are you doing? How are you doing it? And like I said, I know it gets exhausting. Man, we put in the work. But no matter what, the level of adoption that's coming into crypto, whatever project exists and has a vibrant community, there's going to be new buyers coming in. Adoption has not happened. You heard them talking about tokenizing stocks, right? You heard them talking about tokenizing stocks. That means trading Apple, trading Tesla. They already got this going for Robinhood across the pond. What does that mean? That those liquidity pools are about to come into cryptocurrency. And they're dying to be able to trade 24/7. I'm not just making this stuff up. You don't think they want to make money on Saturday and Sunday and holidays as well? You don't think they want those fees from the market makers nonstop? They got to close up shop, the normal stock market. They want this new market. We have been testing the new world for everybody. And watch, when you see everything starting to be traded on the blockchain eventually, we have been developers. Whether you were making websites, whether you were a shiller, whether you were an actual developer, a YouTuber, or anything in between, you have been a stress tester for the future of the world. So if you got a project like Speedy, do not get discouraged. Your road to $100 million market cap is still there because there's going to be a level of adoption that we've never seen before. And as these people come in to trade their stocks, to trade their Apple, to trade their Tesla, to trade whatever they want to trade, but do it 24/7 on the blockchain, you don't think they're going to learn more about, hey, what's going on with this DeFi wallet? What's going on with this? And pour into great communities and pour into great projects that have a great narrative and some great vibes. So, Speedy the Turtle, slow and steady wins the race. Go ahead and keep moving right along. Don't be scared, man. What do we got? We got Chronos EV with the EVM. We got NFX on the Chronos. Okay, bro. Cause you know what? Cause I rock with you, bro. Cause I rock with you. I need you guys to turn up the shills right now. I need serious shill in the chat right now. Like honestly, I need some crazy projects in the chat. Like I'm gonna call them out too. Like I need some serious projects in the chat because we've hit that hour and 30-minute mark, and I need you guys to turn up for me so we can go ahead and go 2 hours on the stream if you guys like. But I need you guys to send me some serious projects right now. I want some serious freaking alpha in the chat, from the chat right now. Not just from me. I need the alpha from you guys in the chat right now and get that community up in here right now. So this is looking good. Okay. I like liquidity to market cap ratio. I know nothing about it, but we're going to dive into this. Well, we like the Chronos Network. You guys forgot about. He's like, no, Rico, don't say that. Don't say we forgot about you. Man, you know what? My family, that's how we are. We love to put pressure on people, because it's just all love, right? That's all it is. Little Gem, which will land on base 2 on July 16th with, okay, all right. And I don't want to see you skipping class anymore, okay? He's like, bro, no, don't say that. No. So we got Nova. So Nova's been a nice little thing. And we've been hearing about launch pads, the rally of launch pads, fam, right? Have we not been hearing about that? The rally of launch pads. We got, one of my favorite launch pads, of course, got to tell 353 people is Smart DeFi. That's where I launched XPX, giving everybody those staking report. He said, yo, I'm late. What did I miss? Yeah, we're hitting I need some alpha right now. Right now, you guys are not pulling up looking for alpha. I've been giving you guys alpha for an hour and 30 minutes. Right now, I'm putting you guys on the spot, and I need some tickers right now of some pure alpha for the space. Mooncat? Okay, we'll check that out next. It better be alpha. I'm telling you, if it's not alpha, I'm going to say it's not alpha. Do you still want to leave Mooncat up there, or do you want me to delete that one? He's like, Rico, don't even start with me. Don't even start. We got Nova Launch app. We're looking for some alpha right now. Chat, I also want you guys to call them out as well. If it's alpha or not. We got a roadmap right here. What are we talking about right here? Okay. All right. Okay. Multi-chain launchpad, GameFi integration, 5-year LP locked. Utility, staking and rewards. I love staking, fam. I think staking is very needed. When the whole stock market was started and people were trading stocks, one of the incentives for people trading stocks or holding shares of a company was the dividends. Duh, that's what we. So we got to have some of that stuff with us, and I think staking gives people what it's supposed to be about. So you're supposed to be getting paid dividends for holding these things. So staking and rewards is super important. You got some governance, and of course that Launchpad Axis is what they're doing over here. And we're seeing almost like a race to space, almost right, almost like the feeling of race to space when it comes to the launch pads. You got the amazing launch pad of Smart DeFi. You have the amazing, possible launch pad right here that's going right now with the Nova launch pad. And I've been hearing, obviously we got the Pump Funds, we got the Moon X, we got this, we got that. But we're seeing, if we remove all the names and all the context from that, what we're seeing is the race to space of launch pads. And that's pretty exciting because that was not the case last time. What does that really say, right? Why would we need all these launch pads? Why would you need, access to basically the launch pad of MoonX on an exchange when before it was so separated, DEX from SEX, and now you got BYDFi having pure new listings from Pump Fund right on their exchange. What does that really say, right? What is that all about? And what that tells me is there's a new era in crypto and adoption is a bit on steroids. It's starting, right? I know we want things to be overnight, but they wouldn't need all these launch pads if people were not interested in using them. Now, some people might say that some of them might fall off and some of them might stay and some might go. I honestly think that so long as any launchpad provides something unique in its style and what it does, and it has a great community behind it, we haven't seen the whole world come into the space. We don't have everybody in here. So I truly think that we'll see a lot of launch pads do really good in the space. Obviously, some can do better than others, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for this one. So here you guys go, something with some gamified action right there. So GameFi and Launchpad in one on the Chronos network. Pretty bullish, and especially if later on they got listed on, crypto.com and got as far as doing something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Look at crypto.com, Nova Fox price, so NFX price. Whoa. So I still believe that having on-chain information correct and verified on platforms like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, which both are the most popular for cryptocurrency analysts, is a key factor to become more mainstream. Digital Nova Labs X on Google results suggest a max coverage for the token, and that's the verification process the team is doing. So check this out right here, fam. Um, see what else we got right here. So a little wolf, you got a little mascot for him as well. A little mascot for him. Okay, that's a Discord link actually. Yeah, so they got a little guy right here. So Chronos, $5 million volume base. Low supply, real GameFi utility, fully integrated launchpad, not going multi-chain. If NFX did what it did on Chronos, imagine what happens on Base. So that's what they're saying. Imagine what it could do on Base. And let's see what it's done. What has it done on Chronos? What did it do? Okay, it went to 1.4 million. That's true. What could it do on Base, right? Could go a lot higher. Base does have a lot more, action and probably more exposure, and people wanted to get on there. But I mean, this has potential to turn around as well and do its thing. I mean, this chart's looking pretty good. You guys get to be one of the top ones, trending up here nonstop. So that's pretty powerful. Not too much comp trying to get in your guys' way. And I'm sure that you guys are building a strong community around that. So, okay, let's go ahead. I think he left Mooncap up there. He didn't even say, hey, I'm not going to delete it or nothing. He said Mooncat. That's what it is, Rico. Mooncat. Let's go to Mooncat. This one has that liquidity right there. Ooh, who doesn't love a Mooncat? Oh my God, how adorable. Please tell me this one's it. Evan, please tell me that this is Mooncat. How did we not think of doing a cat in the shape of a moon? What were we not thinking? Somebody thought about it and it did send. It went all the way to 10 million and came back. You guys know how I feel about these when they hit that 10 million and come back. If they got a real community, I told you guys about that on the Manu. Told you guys about that on that play that it showed that it had the potential. This could be one of those plays that gets really moony, if you know what I mean. Turn up, fam. I see you guys going crazy. Drop the ticker. Is that all the alpha we got for today? That's all the alpha you guys got? And you call yourself a Degen? How dare you come in here and call yourself a Degen? I'm joking with you guys. It's a good Monday, man. Vibe with me, man. Have fun. Don't take nothing serious right now. Let the markets do what they do. And vibe with me, fam. That's all I'm asking. Vibe with me. Let's have some fun. Mooncat, L Bank listing. I mean, great idea right here. It's simple. It's Mooncat, fam. Mooncat is good for you. I can tell you that right now. I like the idea of Mooncat. It's got two of the main words in the space, moon and cat. These are key words, and we've come down to that level of just keeping it that simple, right? And right now, it's going to found its support right now on a little bit more serious side of that, right? See prior resistance becoming future support. That could be that spot. If you're looking for an entry on this thing, you're like, hey, man, I felt like I missed out on Mooncat. It almost broke over 10 million. I actually peaked right over it. I don't want to miss it this time. Where do I get in? Well, here goes. Prior resistance, future support. It is a meme coin. We're doing technical analysis, having some fun, but excuse me, surprisingly enough, it does come around. Glad to give you an update on the Chrono EVM side. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, keep me posted, man. Keep me posted. Let me know what's going on. Let them know they can pull up here. Bring some numbers in. I mean, the more numbers that we bring in, the more people find out about, all these plays and stuff. So this is where we shake our hands. We shake our hands by you guys going absolutely bonkers on sharing these streams, getting the numbers up in here so people can really hear about, fun plays like Mooncat. I mean, how much fun is that? And I think that this could be a play for somebody right here. If you're interested on the Solana play right here, make it simple. Don't use big brain too much when you're doing meme coin. It's moon, it's cat. Do they say moon in the space? Yeah. Do they say cat in the space? Yeah. Okay, good enough. Sprinkle it, right? Not financial advice. Only put in what doesn't matter to you. If you got to sleep with one eye open, what you put on Mooncat, that's too much. I need both eyes closed when you're going to sleep. If you got one eye open on your Mooncat, you got too much Mooncat, diversify. So like that, if there's a pullback, you don't freak out because you got too much of Mooncat and now you're starting to panic sell because, oh crap, I got my Volkswagen Jetta's lean money in Mooncat, right? I don't want that. I don't want that, okay? So Mooncat looking pretty good. Somebody says Sheeb on base. Don't be late. Okay, Flea. That's how you feel? That's Sheeb on base? Sheeb on base. Base. Okay, it is at a nice market cap. It is, where magic can happen. Underneath that $1 million market cap, can it do something? Oh, they got the market makers on there, so they know how to make this thing move around. That's good. I mean, that's not a bad thing. That's good. We got that nice volume, 50K volume. It's on base. I mean, you might have found us a gem. I'm not gonna lie. This is a great looking chart. That's a healthy chart. Nice little normal pump. Everybody whatever. And then people shake them out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, what a chat. Right here, you got this Shiba on base. And why not? Why not Shiba on base? When we were doing Pepe on base, that's how I felt. Remember that, guys? When I was saying, hey, why not Pepe on base, 0x69? And nobody was talking about that thing. And next, it sent like crazy. And everybody printed. It felt like, it's almost like we printed so good, everybody dipped. Like, it was like base almost got calmed down after that on-chain summer or whatever. It was wild, but it's still a lot of fun. And I say we turn up the base again. And you guys let me know, are there more base plays that are actually getting ready to, possibly take off, especially knowing that base is ready to, do do all this stuff with the governments. You guys know that, man. They're tapped into the most verified exchange and stuff. So I really see ETH taking off to another level, fam. I would not sleep on ETH. I think eventually that gap between BTC and ETH will start to close, and people will be like, whoa, see some crazy numbers, because how much access people will have to Coinbase and a crazy amount of adoption, right? SHIB on ETH has become centralized and corrupt. Man, would you guys hate me if I agreed with that? Would the SHIB army come and attack me? We got SHIB on ETH has become centralized and corrupt. Welcome to the truly deflationary, decentralized SHIB. And that is SHIB on Base, everybody. We're going to check out their website because you know what? They're bold enough to say some things that possibly, I don't know. Do we agree with that? Has it become centralized? Has it become to the level where they lost the meme magic? Do we just want the meme magic for Shiba Inu and not all the gimmicks with the WEF? I mean, they lost me right around there. I'm not sure if you guys heard about the WEF, but boy, they're well tapped in with them. And I don't want to FUD anybody's back because that's not what this channel is all about. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about that, right? This is the Shiba Inu on Base. SHIB is bringing the Shiba Inu spirit and loyalty and fun to the Base ecosystem. Very simple. You guys are there's an underlying tone to everything because it's true. I feel you guys on how you guys feel about that. Like I had some people that were really tapped in with Shiba Inu, and a lot of people did really good with Shiba Inu. I remember watching one of my friends standing right next to him watch his bag start to go into the six figures, starting to get close into the six figures when Shiba Inu was going towards, you know, those 88s, and I was like, eh, maybe now. And it was like, no, I don't want to miss my Doge opportunity. But you know what? That thing turned right back around, and they've been fighting ever since to get up there. And maybe we're finding the next Shiba Inu right now before your guys' eyes. It's the Shiba Inu on Base, at a low market cap of 792, and this could be the next one. Who knows? Base isn't ETH. It is. It is, isn't it? Let's play with him right back, right? Let's go to Pepe and bring back some old school memories of that turning up the Base era. It was this one right here. 0x69. You see, man? Called this one super early, man. Super early. And now it's at this market cap, but I want to show you guys what it did. That's what it did. We were talking about it super early. Pepe on Base, why not Pepe on Base? And boy, did Pepe on Base really show off. And that's when all that stuff was kind of happening. Isn't she behind Manu? Is it? I don't know. I know they got social media accounts with like YouTube and stuff like that. I think it's more of a social media meme than a she. I don't know. We should look into that. Look into it for us, bro. Let us know. Put us on game, bro. And we're gonna look into it as well. As we're getting close to 400 Degens in the chat. They're like, some people are like, don't you dare call me a Degen, Rico. I'm not a Degen. No, we're not. It's just fun. Just a little bit, right? But this is what happened, man. We saw this thing pump up. We called it super early. That says 0x69. And that's what the space is bringing. Who knows? Maybe this thing comes back to life one day. It could potentially happen. It could potentially come back to life. Don't discount anything like this. Don't discount the Pepes. Don't discount, maybe the on-chain summer coming back to life and this thing waking back up. It could very easily happen. So this is Pepe on Base, but this was that Base era that had all of that happening. And we see some base plays right now. We see the Shiba Inu one, this one right here, Togo. Brand new one. This one's fresh off the press. 6 hours ago. Is this a new play? Have you guys bought this? Are you guys aping into everything that launches on Base? Is that what's going on? Let's keep an eye on this one for the next stream. We might have found something right here. Maybe we're finding Base plays too, fam. Maybe we got some alpha for you guys as well. This is Togo, right? Let's go check out the X account. No website, just an X account. Nothing needed. Togo, his a historic and resilient husky known for his quiet strength and loyalty. He symbolizes the silent builders who lead with action, not fame. So maybe they plan on building some things. Maybe they're just building the community, but this is super early. Just 50 minutes ago. That's it. Just 50 minutes ago. We're about to burn 25% of the total supply. Whoo! They got the burn going on. This amount will be burned in 2 hours. This was 11 minutes ago. They probably don't even know that they're live on this broadcast right at the top. They probably don't even know that. This is Togo on base. Two goon base. So some burning definitely going on this one right here. Maybe if you got some base, maybe a little sprinkle on this one as well, AD. I know you're a crypto DJ. I know I can call you that, right? You're not going to get mad at me. So maybe go full DJ mode on this one right here. Maybe we found ourselves an early base play right here. 167K market cap. Decent liquidity in there. Cruising right along. Not a crazy straight up, straight down kind of chart. Kind of straight up, consolidate, hype up the community with some burns, and see what else they can do. Yeah, their ex says something about people behind Sheeb as behind Manu, I think, or maybe they commented on their ex. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. Everything in the dark comes to the light, so it'll come to the light, everybody. So let's go ahead and check on the overall prices, man. We've been live for about 2 hours. We definitely put in some overtime today. You guys, I mean, that's what's cool when you guys pull up to the stream like that. I get to have a lot of fun, and so do you. So here we are. We still got that sell signal on the 4-hour chart, and I want to come take a look at Solana to see if we can finally see that sell signal on the 4-hour chart. Ooh, what do you know, fam? What? And that's why we do this live and uncut. Did we not say if BTC continued that Solana would follow and that we could be looking? Oh, this is ETH actually. My bad. Let's go to Solana. It's probably doing the same thing though. I got too excited. Turn it down, Rico. Bring it down a notch. But here it goes right here. Same thing. This is what we talked about. Remember on the 4-hour chart, it still had not print, and also for ETH, for all of these, it still did not print the red sell signal on the 4-hour chart for like Solana, but BTC already had it printed, and it was also breaking the 50 moving average. And then when you look at this gap that it has an incentive to fill, especially on the 4-hour chart, you have to ask yourself, could we be seeing a pullback to 104? Is that normal? Is that okay? Yeah, we could be seeing that. And that's where you get, you start rubbing your hands together and you're like, okay. And this is exactly what we talked about, that although there wasn't a red one yet printed on the 4-hour chart for Solana, that most likely one was going to print. And here we go. I mean, 4-hour chart printed the red signal, and it's filling the gap now. And you could see the short of Solana possibly coming down to 141 maybe, right? Because BTC staying a little bit red, right? We got 107, 108, still breaking right there. Let's go down to the 1 hour, see what Bitcoin's talking about. And that kind of lets you know what the rest of the market's kind of going to be saying as well, right? So still in a downtrend. I wouldn't be trying to front run any longs right now because we're in a downtrend. So the momentum right now, although we're holding the same prices, the actual trend is red right now. So this is why when we were looking at Solana earlier and we were kind of comparing them, we're seeing that most likely we were going to get this red signal right here where you can set your short and let Solana fill this gap right here and catch a short either to 145 from, that 150 mark, 149 to down to 145, or even coming a little bit lower to the lower value range down to 141. And so no matter even if the market's being boring or whatever might be going on, you can find a lane to split and basically print a little bit to buy more OG Brett, to buy more, NFX, to buy more XPX, or to buy more FEG token, whatever it might be that you're actually trying to buy more of. You guys can take advantage of BYDFi. I'll shill it again. Why not? Come over to BYDFi. I got the links down in the description, but let's go ahead and grab this link for you guys. Go ahead and verify, and then join me in this call group right here, which is free. I mean, it's free. And if you guys are listening in for that $500 giveaway, this is how I'm giving it away basically every week. We're going to keep giving away until it runs out. Like, so far we've done 1 week and we've been sending them out, and don't feel left out if you haven't gotten none. Just make sure your UID number is posted inside of this TG. You have to post your verified sign up UID number inside of this Telegram so you can continue to have access. Otherwise, it will boot you. Those who are staying in there, I'm going one by one. I'm just picking names and just giving you guys either $50 to $100 and loading your guys' account. So you guys can get some of this trading action that we talk about and not just sit on the sidelines, but also engage, on BYDFi, use some trading funds, have your account loaded, use it for MoonX if you want to go full degen mode, whether you want to use it on exchange and you want to use something for the sex, or, you want to use some kind of funds for some degen activity, you guys can do that as well, all on BYDFi, which is, to me, very bullish that it gives you that ability to, check this stuff out. Are you on Pump Fun, fam? Are you on the Bonk one? Are you on Moonshots? I mean, this is all right here, right off of a sex, fam. This is crazy to think about. So, you got Launch Labs, and this is telling you actually which ones are the ones that are hot right now. These are the ones that are hot, and this is for Solana. I want to show you guys something else. Come down here, this drop down. Oh yeah, go to BSC. What do we have for BSC? Oh yeah, you got BSC right here as well. You got BSC here as well. This is the Solana one. So for BSC, they just got the ones that are listed. They don't got the features like this. I was checking that out to see which ones that we're actually going to be having on there. What kind of launch pads. If it was just going to be 4.meme or whatnot. But you guys can come over here and trade to earn as well when it comes to trading meme coins. It's not just on the sex. You guys can actually do it right off of MoonX and do some trade to earn. Make sure you guys use my referral link when you guys sign up. Really help things out. And yeah, we're going to keep doing these giveaways. So again, I posted that link for you guys there. Register, use that UID number, and then tap in with me in that Telegram and use that UID number. Come over here. So like that, all the stuff that we're talking about on these streams, you guys can take advantage. When the rest of the market's panicking and everybody's being fearful, you can just scrape some funds right out of these CEXs and put it into your favorite plays. And you don't have to touch your main bags on your, your conviction plays that you have right now. You can just take money out of the CEX and put it into your favorite plays. That's on the table for everybody. So I appreciate you guys pulling up. We're getting on that 2-hour mark, man. We really pulled up really strong today. You guys did absolutely amazing. I really didn't do too much. You guys really knocked it out the park with sharing the link and everything that you guys did. The markets are going to be the markets. We're going to see the overall crypto market cap fluctuate at times. It's going to go up, it's going to go down. But whether or not the level of adoption is not happening around the world, we know what's up. So I think in short-term volatility, it's a good time to leave your conviction bags alone. Maybe go on a demo account, practice how to trade. So like that, while you're leaving your conviction plays alone, you can learn how to trade it, because there's always going to be short-term volatility, and you can actually capitalize on that in that short-term volatility and make some gains as Bitcoin continues to ride to Valhalla and take us all along this ride, as it is the rising tide that raises all the ships. And we could see this tide go ahead and raise all the way to 243,000, $250,000 BTC. Some experts like CZ say $500,000 to $1 million. So for a crypto degen like myself, and developer and YouTuber, influencer, whatever, which one you want to throw on there to say it, it's almost like I'm sandbagging it a bit, which, you know what, when you look at prior historical data, that's exactly where we've been before. So hold on to your conviction plays, invest into yourself, maybe learn how to trade a little bit, practice on a demo account, and just let the bags come to us. Let the markets come to us, because no matter what, this has always came true. This little yellow orange thing with BTC, and maybe even going into the red. So don't lose conviction in your plays. Don't get shaken out the market. If it wasn't BlackRock loading up on BTC, if it wasn't Vanguard, it's Fidelity. If it's not all these people, I mean, the signs are all around us that this is a new era of cryptocurrency. So even with scary words like tariffs or whatever people might be saying, if before this level of adoption, Bitcoin can always hit the yellow and orange, it's really hard to convince me that there's no way, with the whole world doing crypto reserves and everything being built around cryptocurrency, that we're not going to hit the yellow and possibly the orange on this level of adoption with Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock, the whole world, the United States, and everybody making crypto the new norm. So I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Over 400 people came live today on the YouTube channel, on the Rumble account, on the X account. We really knocked it out the park. Man, I mean, I owe you guys some flowers. I mean, we killed it. So we're going to leave it right there. I think this is where we finish the stream, because it was so fire. And I think we can have another stream like this tomorrow. So if you guys are listening, you guys are just joining, and maybe you guys are like, what did I miss? Why is this stream so fire? What's going on? The chat is so lit. What did I miss? Make sure you guys have that bell notification lit, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is.